Let me talk to him, man. All right, you got the new God, the earth God, the earthly God, the God of the earth, the God of the animals, and the rock and tree. It's Black Christ. I just heard a passage from Elohim and Jehovah and Jesus, and I'm gonna go toe to toe with them, and we're gonna not really battle, but we're gonna go toe to toe with facts and go toe to toe with you know word for word. They gave you their word, and I'm gonna give you my word. Um, so we're gonna go verse for verse and see whose passage is better. Now, Jesus and Jehovah's and the Lord's passage they just spoke was all right. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about you can't do anything without the Lord. You can't do anything without God. They're trying to say the people are not God. Okay? They're trying to say that you can't do anything without Jesus. You can't do anything without the Lord. And that people are all into their self and people but worship themselves as God. Okay. And so if you ask my opinion on what this topic was and what it meant and was it true, it has some truth to it. Okay, unfortunately. But I'm gonna tell you like this. This is my comeback to that verse from whoever it came from. You're telling me the people ain't God. You're telling me the people that they can do nothing without you. Okay? But if the people aren't God, then why is it only one human has done more good than the Lord in the last 6,000 years? If man is not God, then why has a man humiliated the Lord over and over again? To this day, the Lord ain't answered and went and did nothing great like Jesus. Tell me that. Tell me why you got dog mess on the ground and all it does is rain to get rid of it. The Lord don't come clean it up. Why is there defecation anyway? Shouldn't be none. I told you to prove to you man is God. I told you to make all things, all people urinate pure water, including the fish, especially because they're dirtying up the water. The water's not pure. You have every fish from the root to the tutor defecating in the sea, which is not good, and urinating, and it's not clean urine. So why are you serving that back to the people? Mr. Smarty Pants, Lord, Elohim, answer these questions. Why don't you have watermelons growing out of this ground? All kind of fruit growing out of the ground. Grapes, peaches, plums. Why don't you put some palm trees over here? Why don't you keep it warm all year round if you're so great? And nobody can do nothing without you. It seems that we can do everything without you. Okay? You're the one in the way. That's what it is. So this is my answer to you, what you just said. You're wrong. The people are God because they're sons of Jesus. On the other hand, the people are not God because some of them are sons of you. Okay? And because of the falseness of the universe, because you're the leader, the personality of the universe, the people are not getting the power that was supposed to be distributed to them from the beginning of time. The people are supposed to be able to heal each other instantly, just like Jesus. That's why Jesus came, to give everybody the power to do what he does, so that he don't have to go everywhere. The universe is supposed to make it so that if he's over in Galilee, Nazareth, that what he was doing was going to travel and people over in Africa could imitate him. So there should have been a Jesus in Africa. There should have been a Jesus in Ethiopia. You get me? Should have been a Jesus in South America. Females and men. Everybody can't be Jesus, but there could have been at least 10 or 20 people that Jesus gave power. And they were supposed to heal each other. And they were supposed to stop killing animals and stop eating them. That's what the whole Jesus experience was about. You have suffocated these truths and burnt these writtens and try to stuff away the truth. And that's why you're up my ass, because I know all this. And if the world finds out these truths, your ass is grass. As far as anybody taking you serious. Ain't nobody taking you serious now. They never did. Because you always been full of shit. Okay? So shove it up your ass, Lord. Okay? When you get the power to make things free, mortgage free, holler at me. I'm willing to worship you a little bit. I'm willing to talk good about you. When the mortgage is down to $100. When rent's down to $100. I burnt the hole in your ass, what would have been? 6, 7 minutes. I done burnt the hole in your motherfucking ass. Okay? I done beat you. You're no match for me. And this is just words. Okay? And that's all that we supposed to be fighting with. Knowledge and wisdom and truth. Not you having a dream and trying to make another human attack somebody. Another thing. You have humans swinging bats, swinging knives, females, shooting men. Haven't females shot men? Now, what kind of law would allow that? You allow men to agitate a female until she has to get a gun and shoot him? There's been women that had their license to carry and nobody knew they had their license to carry. Who is this disturbing me? What? Hello? Okay. So, and why are you playing? Who's playing with the phone? Making the phone not charge. Who's doing that? Okay. There's been women that had gun licenses or had a legal gun that wasn't licensed. And they had boyfriends or male friends that have chastised them, disrespected them, put their hands on them, hit them, and even pulled out guns and knives on them. And the female force end up retaliating. And the guy didn't know that she had access to firearm. And next time he tried to call and harass her and told her he was going to come over there and talk to her. And she said, don't come over here. I don't want to see you. And he came anyway. It didn't turn out too well. And the man thought he had the upper hand because he was a man. because you don't control the men at all. Okay? I got more control over mankind than you do. Okay? Since I've came, men have been humbled and men have changed their ways and men have, you know, treated women differently and have restrained themselves and have imitated me. But before I came, you wasn't had no control over the men. The men were punching the women in the face and hitting them and killing them. And you still got that going on. Who shot the lady and a woman the other day? That dream, when you woke me up and first thing I see is that. When I get up. Why did you have me see that? What was that supposed to mean? So the women have shot men and killed them or shot them and injured them. And that's what they get. But at the same time, you should have controlled the man so that he didn't irritate the woman to do this. Why are you irritating reality and causing calamity instead of irritating reality and causing resurrections and miracles? Why are you irritating reality and causing brothers to go against brothers and brothers to go against sisters and sisters to go against brothers instead of you causing them to unite and to do miracles? Don't tell me about you can't do nothing without the Lord, because I've done a lot without you. Okay, I put money in people's pocket and you didn't have nothing to do with it, brother. So I have done things without you. I put money in my baby pocket's mother. You didn't have nothing to do with it. In fact, you was trying to stop me from giving them money. And to this day, you trying to stop me from giving my baby's mother's money. And you can't stop me, so you stole them. You literally took them out of existence. As far as I'm concerned, you put them in, although my son's mother's in the same city as me, we don't know where each other's at. That's because of you. So what are you talking about? You think somebody's going to like you or worship you when you're not fun to worship? You have to be fun to worship. As far as Jesus, the people can't respect his shit either. The old Jesus, because he let niggas kill him, and the shit he promised, he didn't come through with his promise. He talking about he riding somebody up on the last day. You said that 2,000 years ago. When's the last day coming? So Christ was saying a whole bunch of stuff that the universe was telling them, but the universe lied. So the truth of the matter is, you're full of shit. Jesus is full of shit. The old Jesus. Jehovah's full of shit. The universe is full of shit. The baby's got more credibility than y'all. So stop fucking fronting. Okay? The next time I have to check your nuts, it's gonna be worse. Okay? When you come talk to me, you better come tight, nigga, with some tight knowledge and some real shit. Cause I'm not no joke, as you can see. Yeah, the people taking selfies. Yeah, they're exalting themselves because you don't do nothing for them except kill them and feed them dead animals. Yeah, that's why. To this day, the people are eating dead animals at cookouts and you don't tell them anything. Matter of fact, you tell them it's okay. Corey will pay the price. Okay? You know? You just was bothering me at Labor Max with this girl. So what are you talking about? Haven't you been bothering my mother with this kid? Both of these kids? Didn't this kid put his hands on my mother? And his own mother? And then put his hands on his baby's mother? And broke her nose? And you're talking about you can do nothing without me? Didn't a woman get on TV and say that her son didn't deserve to get hit by a car and killed? So what are you talking about? The people can do a lot without you. They don't need you. Okay? You're not the creator of anything. I am. I don't care what you say. All right? You're not the creator of the earth. You're not the creator of nothing. And if you was the creator of the earth, I don't care. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing nothing big, buddy. Get them goddamn dead animals out of the Burger King and the goddamn grocery store and the bodegas before I hit your ass with a bolt of lightning. Get them out of there and stop playing around. The documentaries are whack. You're not saying anything that the people love to hear. You're telling them that they can do nothing without Jesus in you. You're not Jesus. You try to steal Jesus' identity and then get rid of him. And you try to steal his works and act as though they were your works. They're not your works. Why do you need a man to do this? Why didn't you have one of your angels do it? Why didn't you do it your motherfucking self? You claim you became Jesus. Why would you die for the world? There's no need to die if anything's possible with you. When Jesus came, like I said, he was supposed to clean the water by making a fish urinate pure water, which I'm going to do soon. The people are supposed to do nothing but urinate. They're not supposed to defecate. The sewers are not supposed to be filled with shit and piss. The sewers are not supposed to be filled with garbage. The subway is not supposed to be filled with garbage. People are not supposed to be littering and food going in the burgers and fries going in the train tracks and then feeding the rats and the bums that live down there. You fucking clown. I came and cleaned the tracks and painted the subway. And I've been doing it before I was born. In secret, invisibly, and through my father and through so on and so on. You don't have any respect for the dead. You have Tupac's picture all around like that, like he's your son. Tupac ain't your son. Why are you showing this picture and you keep talking about him? The nigga passed away in 1996. It's 2024. Why are you still talking about him? You're on this nuts. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is this. We can do something without you. Okay? We can love each other. We can do miracles for each other. Okay? Look how I changed Bunny's life. If I didn't come into play, look how her life would have went. Look where she would have been dead. Her and New York would have been dead 4 years ago. From not being restored. But you know what? You didn't care about New York and Bunny until I came in contact with them. And then you tried to restore them and tried to give them blessings that belong to me. That's how much you was against me. Okay? But who's really keeping her bound doing all them drugs? Who are you stealing from to keep her bound? Who's the universe stealing from? Me, not you. You don't have life in you. Okay? You steal from the sun. You're stealing from the sun right now. That's why the sun ain't coming. You're blocking the sun, trying to sit in front of it and trying to gain power. The sun's not going to give you no power. The sun doesn't give you power. Okay? You can sit in front of it all you want and try to be the light. It's not giving you no power. If you really knew what you were doing, you would have lights in the walls for the unclean spirit creatures. No, you don't have that. You wouldn't have no spirit creatures in the wall, period. You wouldn't have no graves. You don't know what you're doing. You fucked up. You got billions of graves. And you got billions of babies in them graves. Little tombs, smaller than the others. Now, how can you be proud of yourself and say that this and that? You're not going to resurrect those people. Let's be honest. Okay? You're not going to do shit. You, Jehovah, none of you ain't going to resurrect. You don't have the ability to resurrect nothing. Okay? And if you did resurrect somebody, it'd be a fake-ass dream. Okay? Them graves been sitting there and they're going to keep sitting there. I guarantee you them graves will be there the next fucking 5 years, at least. They'll be there. Because you niggas ain't shit. Alright? So that's my reply and response to your documentary, which was okay. It was alright. Wasn't really entertaining. Wasn't my cup of tea. But it was alright. I try to play something spiritual to put God in the air, but it's once again, you disappoint me. It wasn't uplifting. You didn't say anything about change. You have all these promises of change, but you never do anything. Okay? Except mess up everybody's room and have people throwing all this stuff away. And then what are you doing with the sacrifice? You're not giving them money. What are you doing with the stuff? You're giving base heads money. You have to throw my shit away to give Bunny and Sonya money. And you make somebody else give it to them. Okay? Like, you and Jesus, y'all, if I throw something away, that gives you ability to make L give Sonya $20 for the day. He don't want to give it to her. He won't usually do it, but he'll do it because I gave my stuff away. And y'all turn it into money. You fucking clowns. You guys are pathetic. You, Jesus, and Jehovah, you're pathetic. You heard me? Pathetic. I ain't ate nothing dead in 3 years, and Jesus couldn't help get me a car and rise me up? You suck. Let's face it. You don't deserve no praise. You don't deserve no nothing. Except a slap in the motherfucking face and to be put to death. Okay? But on the other hand, you don't know Jesus' situation. He may be at a deficit of ability and power over an authority over reality. And that he may be struggling to do the things that he wants to do. But nevertheless, shit sucks. The shit's whack. So when you put a documentary on and want to tell me something good. Matter of fact, don't tell me anything. Bring down the mortgage. Bring down the rent. The rent should be for everybody $100 a month, not $1,500. Do it now, or I'm going to do it over your head. The mortgage should be $200 a month, not $3,000. Do it now, or I'm going to do it over your head. The animals and the people should be urinating pure water. I mean, this water is so pure that comes out of the penis and out of the vagina that when it goes in the toilet, it actually cleans the water in the sewer, in the sea. When the fish urinate, it cleans. It's like chlorine for the water. Try that, Mr. Powerful Almighty. You don't have the ability, do you? The documentaries that I put in the sewer would go for $1 million in the Museum of Science. If you put my cell phone, if I resurrect my cell phone and I put them in the Museum of Science, which is about, I would say about 50 phones in if not 100 in the sewer with all kind of knowledge on them and the voice recorders. If you take those and put them, by the way, where's the sun at, Yahweh? If you take my voice recorders in the cell phones and play the documentaries in the Museum of Science, and the people hear that, they should be charged $1 million a copy, because this is God's voice, Jesus' voice, the real Jesus voice, the real God, the real Savior, the real creator of everything, the real personality of God on tape, spitting some of the illest facts and knowledge ever. So you charging $1 million for a painting. Charge $1 million for my shit. Because I'm the shit. Now I'm exalting myself, yeah. And you call that the devil. But the devil is truly in the right. You're not. The devil became a devil because he knew you was not shit. And he rebelled against you, and he should have. Okay? I'm rebelling against you. Okay? You need to get the fuck out of here. You're not no Lord or nothing. All you are is a clown. You make the lightning clap because this kid come to the street with his baby, and this kid was smoking something, black him out, and you make a big deal about that. That ain't no big deal. That ain't gonna hurt the baby. You're corny. So now you think you're this kid. If you're him, then why can't you get him his own house? Huh? Why you have to take the rental back? If you're him, you have him pushing people and hitting people, but you won't get him a house. Okay. He's begging and borrowing off everybody. Why? But you're given the power to do violence, to push somebody and knock them down. And he's as small as an ant. Okay. So God, I'm not pleased with you. Whatever you are, whoever you are, I'm not pleased with you. Not. Okay. So I'm going to tell you like this. I don't know why you have a false ghost inside of this lady. I don't know why you won't. I haven't been able to make her slim again and young again in appearance. Why haven't I? This is why you keep feeding the dead animals, because you're scared I could do a miracle if she listens to me. You're going to pay for feeding her every piece of meat that you fed her in the last 10 years. I'm killing you for it. And until you're dead, I'll be killing you with my verbals. Now, if Jesus is this, how come he hasn't caused her to be? Jesus is caused to become. How come he hasn't caused her to become vegetarian? How come you haven't caused her to become vegetarian? Because you believe in eating dead animals. So how are you the creator of all things? Do you think the creator of all things would kill animals and write their blood on the walls? Do you think the creator of everything would kill animals and feed them to people? Well, if the creator of all things did that, that means the creator of all things got mad and frustrated because he couldn't have sex on earth. He couldn't do what Adam did. So he flipped out and did this. So if you're the creator of all things, you're truly God. This is what you did. You sinned. So you're not God no more. So stop saying you're God, because you're not God no more. Okay. And the truth is that no one really created anything. The power to create comes from from the essence of existence. If the universe creates everything through you, you're still not the creator. Okay? If you turn around and kill animals. If you don't, then maybe you can be called the creator. But once you do that, you're not the creator no more. Now I'm the creator because I don't do that. It don't matter whether I look at an ass or whatever. Killing an animal is unacceptable. Okay? If they can accept you killing animals and they can accept whatever I do, but I'm not going to do that. That's overboard now. You have dead animals in the supermarket right now, and nobody ain't doing nothing about it. So I don't want to hear nothing from you, the visible Jesus Christ, Gabriel, Elohim, none of you. You niggas is trash. You niggas is butt. Every day, all day, nothing but negativity goes on. Nothing good. Everybody's struggling with money. You're putting people on drugs and then giving them no way to take care of the drug habit, which you're inciting crime and theft and violence. That's a way to make people scheme on each other. The people who do what they're supposed to do got to worry about the people who won't do what they're supposed to do. So that I'm charging with that sin. Okay, the true God's here now. The new God's here. And by the way, your documentary said the new God. You need to hear this. It didn't say nothing about no new God. It talked about people exalting themselves instead of God, and it talked about God telling people you're not God. Well, you ain't either, motherfucker. You ain't either. So stop fooling yourself. You just messed up like 20 different jobs that I had. And you're going to sit up there and try to front. You think nobody don't know what I did to Corey, so they're going to believe that I'm God still. Okay. You done messed up your life trying to keep Joel away from me and Deontay and trying to dream that Shakira is dead. You done messed up your life. And you truly proved that how immature and how much you're on my nuts. Why would you do this? To get my attention? You're not getting my attention. You're making me hate you. Why would you have a dream that Shakira was dead? Why would you have my baby's mother come tell me that? Because you're a clown. You're a clown. And all you did was make me stronger and make me madder and make me wiser. That's all you did. And you really proved that you are jealous of me. You proved that you came down here and got them tapes and went in me and Coley's shit and got our tape and listened to it as this kid. Like you was doing something big. You came and bothered me and Coley like we was killing somebody. You brought the angels of calamity and death to our house. So you're going around tearing up people's houses. You're going around making kids watch pornography and getting them sick. You're going around trying to hit on women, and I came and stopped you to a certain degree. So I don't know what's going on, but ain't none of us great until we can all do what we want to do. When I can get myself a burner and get myself a family, and make everything I want happen, then I can say that I'm truly empowered and great. I can't say that yet, but I can definitely say that I'm God before you and all them motherfuckers are. Okay? I got better ideas than you. I would rule better than you if the universe let me. I can say that. But I just proved to you that you're nothing close. You're not even close to being God. And because of what you did, you could never be God. I proved to you that Jesus, man, is God because Jesus was a man and Jesus and Mary bust your ass in war. You claim that Mary and Jesus were with you, but they were your enemies. And nobody knows that. But Jesus and Mary did not like you before you killed Jesus. It was already established that y'all wasn't cool because you bothered Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, and you bothered him, and you put him in the desert and told him not to eat for 40 days. What kind of foolishness is that, man? That's God? That's you, God? Why did you do that? You're still around? You starved this nigga for 40 days? And you tried to say you're making him strong? Come on, nigga. Ain't nothing but a bunch of giant ghosts playing around and putting people to the test. And the people finally overcome you to a certain degree, and now you can't do these things no more. Now you're mad, and you have a dream that Shakira's dead, and you have a dream that Rob is dead, and Kenny's dead, and Terry's dead, and Gail is dead, and Grandma's dead. And then you had the nerve to sit up there and say that you're God. My documentaries are way better than your Bible literature, way better than Jesus literature. But that is Jesus literature. That's Jesus new literature. Once again, I ain't nothing without Jesus, the one who taught me. I ain't nothing without the clean God, the secret God that dwells in me. I humble myself and admit that. But at the same time, I exalt myself and say that I'm the shit. I'm thugged out. Ain't no one thugging rugged bone like me. You try to act like I'm a punk, nigga. I done went to war with God, the Lord, the devil Lord, and his demons by myself. Who's more gangster than me? Not Cullen and them. Not none of them. Not the ass smart niggas. The only reason I ain't son everybody is because you've been trying to keep weapons from me. If I had my burners, I would have shut everybody the fuck down. Alright? And I wouldn't have had to even use the motherfucker. As I would have had them on me, and then I would have shut everybody down. I would have had to pull the shit out on a couple motherfuckers, and then I would have got my props. I wouldn't even have to use it. I wouldn't even shoot up no block. The only reason you coming at me is because I ain't got my hammers. But when I do, it's going to be a problem. You thinking somebody's going to get too old. I never get old. I'm always 25. And I remain 25. Don't I still look 25? Duh. The reason why mom won't go get skinny and she won't go back to youth is because you're dwelling inside of her and you're sinning. And the universe is not going to do a miracle for her through Jesus or me when you've stolen her flesh and you've become her and you're down there turning off lights, turning off the basement light after I told you not to do that. And Robert did obedience to me. Okay? That's why you killed him. You try to kill the people that I love the most. My daughter, my first daughter, my father, and my brother, who both look like me. So you killed these people to make me get upset and then sell drugs out of anger. So you wasted your time. You did this for nothing. Then you got mad. Then something killed Nathan in vengeance because I believe that they tried to sacrifice my father for him because he was supposed to die a long time ago. Okay. You used Julius to come and mess up my life and come change the forecast. You never gave me a Joe Witness wife, and I went to the meeting more than anybody in his family. How come I never met a wife in the Kingdom Hall? But the other dude comes, the drug dealer dude, Andrew, and he ends up marrying Lisa off the rip. He ain't even been there a year. Because that's you. Okay, you got people that would slum bags, you know, that were drug dealers or bad people, and then you come to the Kingdom Hall and then you try to get bitches. But guess what? All the bitches in the Kingdom Hall ain't nothing but lizards. Nothing but what do you call them? They nothing but aliens, gremlins underneath that flesh. So he ain't sleeping with no female. Okay, and they all chomping down on. I guarantee you, Andrew and Lisa chomping on some meat right now. Do you put them in a dream because they're eating dead animals that you killed? You award people from the amount of sin that they commit, and you disaward people from the amount of purity they possess. You're backwards. Then you have Jesus, who is lacking the power to exalt people who follow him, which is very sad situation. I ain't ate dead animals in 3 years. This nigga can't even keep money in my pocket all month. He can't even bring my kids to me. Not one of them. Not one of my baby's mothers. He let Shakira get killed. What kind of Jesus is that? So the Jesus thing is fake. I'm truthfully here by myself with nobody. In La La Land. Everybody in this house is a demon. They turning off lights. What is this thing? I spray the house down with air freshener, and this kid comes out and turns off the light to try to fight that. No turn off the light no overtime. He knows that stays on. I fought for years over that. And they tried to tell you, oh, you're scared of the dark? Nigga, I told you the darkness strengthens the devil. So that proves you that they try to bring the devil here. So both of them are gone to the casket. They smoking in there, smoking weed now and drinking and thinking they going to sit up here and fuck bitches and, be fake gangsters. They don't want to hustle. They won't want to get a G-Pack and go out there and hustle and get some guns and make a click. But they want to sit in there and try to get pussy and try to drive around. It's like, what kind of niggas are these, man? The first thing you're supposed to do is take a dime and sell it and make $20, and then take the $20 and buy 20, and then break that down into 40, and then sell the 40 and make 40, and then buy a 40 and then make 80. Then you take the 80 and you buy $80 worth and you make 160. Now you're talking. Then you take the 160 that you made off the 80 and you buy a whole bunch of whatever, whether it's cocaine or weed, whatever kind of hustle. And then I would suggest weed. That's safe. And then once you sell $100, $60 worth of weed, you're gonna make 300 at least 320. Now you can buy a quarter pound QP, and you're gonna make 650. And you're gonna have to buy another QP, and you can profit to 3 and hold on to that. That's what they supposed to be doing. And then once they get a little bit of change, they can buy a gun in the street. I could put these niggas under my arm like deodorant and thug them out and turn them into straight thugs just off the knowledge. These niggas ain't no thugs. Okay? But with the universe up there fighting us, won't give us no clientele. Won't hide in the people with the guns. And I mean, it's going to be pretty hard to do that, ain't it? The universe want to be thugged out now. The universe want to sell weed instead of the people making money off it. And then I'm gonna have the people. I'm gonna sell weed and make money, and then to make up, the people don't have no way to make money. So you put these apps on online and try to give people jobs online. Then you're taking the people's information off the computer online, and then you're putting them in. You're collecting all this information because they're doing it on the computer, and then you have these people. If they eat dead animals, you have them in their death timed. Okay, where you give them a job, and after they eat a certain amount of animals, you use that to make them old and sick. That's you pay the people to eat your dead animals and smoke your cigarettes to take them out of existence before they can become great, so that you don't have to worry about them helping Jesus or becoming God. That's the system that you have going on. Okay? Like I said, why would you make a nuclear bomb that could blow the whole earth up and then can't even use it? You're a clown. So if you call yourself God, then go ahead and use that nuclear bomb and see what happens to you. Go ahead and bomb China again. If you can. Go bomb Russia and see what happens. So what I do to you. Try to bomb Boston. Try to shoot me and see what happens to you. You've already seen what I did to your thugs and your scrubs. Okay? Don't make me have to lay some more niggas down. So that's the way you thug it out. Okay? That's what you're supposed to be doing. If you ain't got no job and you don't want to, that's what you're supposed to be doing, hustling from morning to night until you get to that level where you can buy a gun, and then you go to your team, and then you put your team on and you give them some weed, and you don't want to do crack. You want to give them weed and cigarettes, whatever kind of drug you can buy that's not dangerous, and y'all all hustle together, and y'all all get guns, and you all stay a team. It's just 3 of y'all. It's just 3 of us. We got to come together and make this happen. But no, because we got one betrayer, one devil in the clique, it messes up the whole clique. Because when me and this nigga try to unify and try to do something together, he's rubbing off on the other one, and he's not doing what he's supposed to. Okay, you try to give him power and make everybody come to him like he's the one. This nigga ain't never did nothing in the street. I save lives. Okay? I chased down niggas who had guns. I brought the gays to niggas for niggas. This nigga ain't never did that. Nigga ain't never took no gun and went and pulled it out on niggas like, yo, don't fuck with my niggas. He ain't never did no thug shit like that. So what's he walking around here trying to act like he's big because you went and you took a ride with some fake crack with Julius? You think you're hard? You didn't flip no key. You are, Julius. You ain't flipped no motherfucking pound. You ain't never flipped no key or no pound. Never. You, Derek, none of y'all. I flip pounds. I flip pounds of weed. I pulled the burner on niggas. I robbed niggas with the burner. I really pimp bitches. Not with other niggas, but with chicks. Okay. And I pimp bitches with chick dudes. I done all of it. I drove nice cars. The God of a little bit. I know how to get in the street and come up from nothing. But there's no street. This is a non-reality dream where you trying to make it look like there's a game. There's no game. There's no clientele. There's no poppy. There's no poppy to go to and get fronted a brick of crack or a brick of heroin or a brick of a pound of weed. There's no poppy. Where's the poppy? Like you had in that movie, Blue Hill. Where's he at? See, in other states, you can go to somebody dead broke and get on. That's how Cass and them did it. But there's no poppies here. They have that in Philly, and there's no poppy here. And then if there was a poppy here that had a whole bunch of weight and all that, there'll be no clientele. You can't make crack addicts come out of the woodworks and make you rich. You can't make weed heads. You killed the game. So, and it needed to happen. I mean, my power did that. Okay. Because people was killing each other over them pounds of weed and over that weight. Now they can't do it. No, there's no customers for the weed game. And there's no customers for the crack game. Okay. So you're going to see Wiz on her ass real soon. She already on her ass. She living up. That car is being paid for off the lick of her ass. And guess who's giving her the strength to make it? Me. It ain't you. You stealing from me. And God, all right, there's this existence that is like God, but ain't really, this God ain't doing shit. This is something there that makes sure Wiz just makes it. He's basically giving her enough clientele to make it. He's giving Bunny enough money to make it. He's making, like, this is like Jesus. Like, he makes sure everybody makes it. That's this thing, God. It makes sure everybody gets theirs. But it's not doing nothing that I'm telling it to do. So maybe that's me. But whoever it is, there's somebody that makes sure everybody has enough food to eat and has be able to pay their rent just by the nick of their ass. Okay. I gotta get out of here.